Hi everyone, welcome to Kinesiology 2700, Module 13, Taking It to the Next Level. And again, these two modules, Module 12 and Module 13, were kind of the whole one unit on moving forward with the new you. So this is part 2 of moving forward with the new you. We are really about to transition in the course. And so this is the last content that's really focused on kind of your inner self and your inner experience of stress. And then for the remaining of the semester, the next week and a half, what we're going to do is really transition to external things like time management and health and kind of how you put this all together to move forward into your life. So we are about to make a transition, but this is really the last and deepest part of really looking at how you internalize stress and how you can move forward with a new you. This video is very interactive. I'm going to ask you to stop and pause and write a lot through the video, and it's a very deep experience. This is one of the deeper experiences of the whole semester. So it's super important that you don't do the content video until you are ready to really engage in it and write with it and do some pretty reflective writing. You are going to be writing about your deepest values in a really intentional way that gets you a lot deeper than if I just asked you what your deepest values were, and that will make more sense as you watch the content video. And then really examining what you want to move forward with a new you as you kind of emerge from this time in our lives. So, and then the last practice, the sustained practice, is called Heart for a New You, and it's really about this whole series right here. The part 1 and part 2 was kind of last module was about letting go of some stories that you tell about yourself, tell about others, tell about events in your life, and then this one is about creating kind of new stories or new narratives or a new person that you want to move forward with into your life. And so the last practice is called Heart for a New You. It is based on everything we did through Module 12 and Module 13. At the end of the content video, it naturally flows into the sustained practice of Heart for a New You. You can do it at that point if you want. You need to be ready to do it and really engage in it. Or you can stop the video and just hit the link in Blackboard and do it when you are ready to actually engage in the practice. It's totally up to you, but the content video does naturally just kind of flow into the sustained practice. So your homework for this week, you are going to watch the content video, and again, the video, you need to be ready to write. It walks you through all the assignments. It asks you to pause and write as you go through it. It's not a video that you can just watch and then come back later and do the assignment. So you need to be ready with some time and some real focused energy to watch the content video and do all the assignments as you watch the content video. Then you're going to read in your book, pages 179, where it starts, Discover and Live Your Deepest Values, in chapter 6, and then you're going to read it all the way to the end of the book. It's really not very much reading. I think it's only like 9 pages to the end of the book. And then what you're going to do is you're going to combine all the writing activities from the content video in one document. Again, this asks you to do a lot of writing. It's going to be longer than the typical 1-page piece, but again, you're going to write each piece in the content video. And I asked you, okay, so write for this for 10 minutes. And so I'm not going to give you a page length, but I do want each different part addressed, and I want each different part clearly labeled. You submit it in one document under the appropriate link. If you would like some extra information on the writing activities, they are found in chapter 6. So as you read chapter 6, you're going to read about what you just wrote about in the content video. If you go through the content video and just want a little more directions, you can also follow along in chapter 6, and they will describe those. But the video really walks you through them the way they are meant to be walked through. Then you have a midterm. The midterm is open book, open note, and not timed. I give you the midterm as a teaching tool just because I want to be able to make sure that you really are reading and are retaining the information from the book. So I'm not trying to challenge you out of a grade. It's open book, open note. It's not timed. I just want you to really kind of get into the book and really still absorb some of the material in it. The sustained practice for this week, again, is called Heart for a New You. So you need to do that after you watch the content video and after you complete the assignments, because the practice builds on all of those things. It builds on Module 12, it builds on Module 13, and really it's necessary to have the video watched and to have the assignments done before you do that final practice. And again, you can go into the practice straight from the video if you want, or you can pause and you can come back to the practice later. But the practice is super important for the content this week. So that's the sustained practice, and then you're going to pick an in-the-moment practice of your choice. So again, power of pause, present moment awareness, heart in the moment, cementing the good, any one of those. And it doesn't have to be the same one, but I want you to do some in the moment 5 times and log it in your heart log. And then you're going to write a paragraph summary of the Heart for a New You sustained practice and a paragraph summary of what you did for in the moment practices, just like you do every week. Clearly label each part and submit under the link below. So your deliverables for this week are all the assignments that you are walked through in the content video, which each part clearly labeled, the midterm, and then the summary of your practices. So have a really good week.